I'm Sid, and this is my husband, Mackie. We're professional mountain bikers on a quest to race the best and most challenging mountain bike races around the world. Races just like this one, the Breck Epic, a 6-day stage race in Breckenridge, Colorado. High elevation, big days, rowdy trails, and an absolutely appalling amount of climbing.
This climb is just heinous.
This year's race is the first edition of the Breck Epic Women's Tour, which means I'll be racing against upwards of 60 other pro women from around the country and the world. After 5 days of tough racing, lots of ups and downs.
Not my day.
Some good moments.
Oh man, this section is amazing.
And a few bad. Somehow we've arrived at the end of the week and there's only one stage left. It's the easiest stage of the week, but honestly, that's not saying a whole lot because nothing about this race is easy. The race had ended after yesterday. I don't know if I would ever do this race again. We have one more day, and it's time to find out if we left anything in the tank for this day. The final day of a stage race is always emotional, and this one proves more so than most.
This is the end.
Yeah, it was very much not the way any of us wanted the race to end. How you doing?
I'm ready to be done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a hard one. I mean, Breck Epic is always hard, but I think I have some kind of cold or something. It seems weird that you've been as nauseous as you have been.
But I think today is gonna be fun. Gonna ride bikes for less than 4 hours, God willing. I look horrific, but okay.
Like a zombie queen.
Yeah. Thanks for building
Not
me
actually. A lot of you have noticed and been asking about the new cycling computers that we're using. We stopped using our Stages dashes because we weren't sure what the support was going to be for those, given that Stages is essentially no longer. So we looked at a couple different options, and then IGP Sport reached out to us and said, hey, do you want to try out our IGS 800? And we were like, well, looking for another option anyway, we might as well. And so that's what we've been using recently. The thing we are most impressed with is the battery life. I charged it before we started Breck Epic. I think my race time is like 15 hours approximately, plus warm up and cool down each day. I have not charged it since, and I currently have 61% battery remaining. That is with auto screen brightness. Obviously, when we're outside in the sun, it's been very bright. Navigating, because we've been loading our routes each day, and it's primarily been on the map screen, which tends to use more power because it's constantly updating and like turning the map, and it has colors and stuff. Very impressive. IGP Sport gave us a discount code and a link, so if any of you are in the market, we would recommend this one. There's a link and discount code in the description. Time to go to get on the bikes for day 6 of 6. The final stage of Breck Epic is called Gold Dust, both for the name of one of the trails and because, in the words of race director Mike Mack, you've worked hard all week and you deserve a reward. That reward is a 29-mile stage with less than 4,000 feet of climbing, a veritable cakewalk compared to the previous 5 stages. That being said, we'll still cross 11,500 foot high Boreas Pass twice, but the awesome single track makes it worth it, and we're excited for a shorter, fun day to finish off a big week.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Around the corner and into the single track. 32 miles of racing, 3,600 feet of climbing on calculated for these races.
Go,
I'm gonna go right here, guys.
Go for it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come on, Breck.
Ladies and rock stars, nice pace setting. Woo!
Well, I'm feeling like I'm in no man's land, which is a bummer, but hopefully people are actually closer than it feels, and I just can't see them because it's a fast section. Okay, Glorious Pass Road, 600 feet to go, 3¼ mile. I'm pretty sad to be by myself on this. It'd be a lot better to have some people to draft, but it's my own fault for not keeping up.
Your daughter's a hell of a rider.
They have 550 feet, I think. Go get him. Yeah, I'll try. The peanut gallery over here. Mom is having way too much fun keeping up on the e-bike right now. This is embarrassing. That's my mother. Having fun on the e-bike. I'm gonna try.
Come on, Mackey, nice one.
Okay, I think we're now on the flatter part at the bottom of Gold Dust. This was the part that was terrible on a single speed because I didn't have a hard enough gear. But now that I can shift, hopefully we can do it a little faster.
I could get a pass when you gotta going. Perfect, thank you. Hey, Helen, that's me again. Going on the left. And we're wet.
Off gold dust. Back on the road. About halfway up the climb, back to the top of Boreas Pass. 700 feet, 3.6 miles to go. Still haven't been able to catch up to anybody.
Go, Mackie! Work together, you can catch them. Maybe.
Pretty pretty back here. I'm good. It's bourbon? Oh, I can't do beer. Beer, thank you.
Go, Sid! I did not fucking get it. I didn't. Look, the camera was turned down. The camera was turned up in the air.
PBR hand up is one thing. Bourbon is taking it too far.
Man, I love this descent. I just wish it were about 5 times as long. Ooh, I see what they mean about the clear cut part.
so best. Thank you. That was a little spicy.
So right about here was where my race ended, because I came around a corner, maybe 5 minutes from the finish line, to find all of the pro guys who were ahead of me stopped to help a downed rider. So Howard Grotz, who was leading the overall, had a bad crash, and everybody immediately stopped, abandoned their race to get him help as quickly as possible. You know, it's really hard to see one of your fellow racers have a crash like that because A, you don't want anybody to get hurt. And also it reminds you that, you know, what we're doing is risky. This could happen to any of us. Howard's an incredibly skilled rider. It wasn't like he was doing something stupid or riding outside of his, you know, ability level or anything like that. He was just racing and got unlucky. No one worried at all about what was going to happen with the results. Everyone immediately stopped to render aid to help keep him stable while the EMS crew showed up. And I think it really speaks to the mountain bike community at large. Everybody's out there to race hard and go fast and have fun, but when they need to, they're willing to stop and help other riders. And that was just so cool to see, so inspiring to see all these guys, you know, that are racing really hard and trying hard to win, immediately stop and say, you know, this is the most important thing, is getting support for this rider. I think we did basically the best we possibly could have. First couple of riders stayed with Howard. One rider was sent to go find a course marshal so they could radio in to the EMS crew. We called 911. 911 was on their way. So really we were able to get help very, very quickly. Howard is stable and recovering. The race promoter, Mike Mack, set up a GoFundMe for Howard to help with the medical expenses that he's gonna have between, you know, hospital and recovery and everything. So if you are in a position and want to donate to that GoFundMe, we'll put a link in the description, or you can scan this QR code. It was scary. It was very much not the way any of us wanted the race to end. Once we had transferred Howard to the expert care of the Summit County Search and Rescue, everyone who had stopped finished the race together. It was a somber affair, and the day's results were the last thing on our minds. But Breck Epic is a race after all, so we had a powwow with Mike Mack and the timing crew and jointly decided to neutralize the stage, giving everyone who finished the same time as the only elite men's rider who was ahead of Howard when he crashed. So I ended up 6th overall for the week, a result I have mixed feelings about because I feel like it had more to do with attrition in the elite men's ranks than it did with especially strong racing on my part. But I guess that's part of it, and I'm proud to have finished despite the challenges throughout the week.
0.14 of a mile, boys, let's go. This is the end.
All kinds of riders approaching the line to get it done today. Ryan Sterling, Bashir without Graver. 6.
Yes, Sid! Nice job! How was it? It seems like a very successful one. Dang, solid last day.
Good job.
Yeah, today was a lot of fun. Definitely felt better than yesterday. Both today and yesterday, but really all week, I've been really lucky with like the people I've been around being really amazing and super supportive and like really encouraging. In general, like people were really positive and supportive. It's really, really nice.
I think that's also something that Breck Epic tries to encourage. That's part of the race ethos, is like, be a good person, be nice, be supportive.
I just definitely felt like people were like looking out for each other. Like yesterday when I was dying, like the guys that were with me were like so nice. I mean, I kind of wish they would just have gone ahead and left me behind, but they like wouldn't leave me, which was very sweet and made me go fast.
Even if you didn't want to. 12th on the day for Sid.
Yeah, so best result for the last day.
She moved up 2 spots in the overall.
But I feel like I took some risks, tried some things, and like overall felt pretty good. It's nice to finish feeling good. Honestly, if the race had ended after yesterday, I don't know if I would ever do this race again. We've both had like way more nausea and like weird stuff this week than usual, so I think it's possible we've got some sort of bug. Also, a lot of people are saying the same thing, so.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to be sick. I definitely have something like a throat-related thing. Yeah. Well, good job. I'm proud of you. Yeah.
This was a sobering end to an incredible and also incredibly difficult week. Day 6 was a reminder of how dangerous this sport that we love can be, and that no level of skill, expertise, or caution will ever fully offset that risk.
It's a risky thing, riding your mountain bike as fast as you can.
But it was also a reminder of how truly beautiful this community is. We may enjoy making one another bleed out the eyeballs in pursuit of the win, but we show up for each other when it matters too. A huge thank you to Mike Mack and the entire Breck Epic crew and volunteers, as well as the media crew from Drop Media. Putting on a race like this takes a lot of good people, many of them volunteers, and we are so grateful. Breck Epic fosters a very special community, and we really saw this in action on this final day. If this series inspired you to give Breck Epic 2025 a go, you'll find a discount code in the description. An additional huge thank you to our parents, aka our A+ support crew, for hand-ups, bike washing, and food prep. And of course, our sponsors and patrons for making events like this possible for us. And last, but definitely not least, thank you for watching and being part of our journey. This week tested us, and in retrospect, we were both definitely sick, so it may not go down as one of our best performances ever, but we truly learned how tough we can be, and that counts for a lot.